Hello, everyone. Can you hear me now? Hello? Yes, I hope you can hear me. My mic symbol shows green. Hello, guys. Just confirm that you can hear me.
Hi, sir.
Can you hear me, Arsalan?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm not very sure we will have a good attendance today. Quite a few students are going to be absent. I'll be surprised if we have the full strength of the class today. Full attendance. Let's go out.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Let's begin.
How was your
The
day,
class
sir?
now. Very busy. There was quite a bit of work at home. Repair work was going on in the bathroom and other places. So I was busy all day yesterday. I had a bath maybe around 7 o'clock in the evening. So it was a very hectic day actually.
Sir, today
So
is Raksha Bandhan, na?
uh, how do you know? How do you know? It is today or tomorrow. It's just a belief. People say today, tomorrow, and this and that. This year we had 2 Savans. So I asked my mom, it is the month of Bhado now? She said, yes. I said, so we should expect a lot of rain in Bhado? Then she says, actually, technically it is Ashwin. I said, what do you mean? So this year we had 2 Savans. So the second Savan was like Bhado. So now it is technically Ashwin. I said, so you are not expecting much rain. And she said, a little bit rain, because in Ashwin also it rains a little bit. I said, your nature did not accept your counting, that there are 2 Savans, so we will rain in Bhado and Ashwin for 2 more months. Why did you accept it? Nature did not accept there are 2 Savans. Because, hello? Okay, so I had this little conversation with my mom, and for me, it doesn't matter. I had made up my mind that I was going to have a day off yesterday. I decided to do that. I know a lot of people said Raksha Bandhan started in the evening yesterday.
Good morning,
and
sir.
is up to, good morning, Noshin, is up to 7 or 8 o'clock today in the morning. Doesn't matter to me. I don't believe in Muhurt. I don't believe that stars aligning in a certain way can impact the way you live. Some people believe in these things. They look for Shubh Muhurt when the stars and the planets are aligned particularly in a particular way. And it is a good moment. It's a good, bad moment to start something, do something auspicious, something good. Personally, I feel if there is something good to be done, you can do it when your mind says it is the right time. Okay. It is a decision that you make observing a lot of other factors rather than the stars and the planets. By the way, this topic is a very slippery topic. Again, I don't want to waste my time talking about things which eventually lead to more arguments. I have realized that it doesn't really help my class at all. So there is no point in doing that. For that, I will have my discussion class. In this class, we will focus mainly on learning English. Yes. By the way, we have taken a break for the discussion class there at 8. We will start again very soon because these days with 2 more classes in the afternoon, there is a little bit more burden on me. I was finding it a bit difficult to bring, to be there with all my energy, to give my 100% to the discussion class. Okay, so we were reading this, the Eurostar train driver text, right? And I want to tell you all that remember, learning a language is not just about the knowledge, it's also about habits. Some people find it harder to change their habit. Some easily do it. For me, it's easy. When I learn a new language, when somebody teaches me a sentence in that language, okay, I can use that sentence more easily than many other people. They all study with me, they have also learned the same thing, but they find it difficult to use it, to bring it on their mouths. I find it easy. So if you are one of those people who find it difficult to say what you have learned, then try harder. Okay, that's all I will say. Now let's get started. In our last class, we were reading the second text, the third paragraph. It carries 794 passengers, and I taught you how learning the Hindi of an English word actually is counterproductive. Counterproductive. It means it doesn't help you. It stops you. If you learn carry means dhona, then you will not use the word carry unless dhona word comes to your mind. And you will never say ladki apna lipstick dhoti hai, and that's why we'll never say a girl carries her lipstick. You will never say that. So even though you learn carry, you will never use it because you learned the Hindi word dhona with it. So just learn carry something, right? Okay. Bad guys carry arms to class, you know. There are some students, they are not very nice, they like threatening people, they like bullying people. So these people carry guns and other weapons to school. Young teenagers. School and management should be more careful about this kind of thing, right? That nobody should carry any weapons to school. Yes, they do it secretly, but they let some people know that they have something in their bag and they threaten them, don't tell anybody, otherwise I'll use it on you. Okay. Now, when the train is in France, did you agree or did you get convinced when I said that learning the Hindi word for an English word is counterproductive? If your teacher is giving you that Hindi word, but if you come up with a Hindi word because of the context, that's good. So if I say carry, it carries 794 passengers. Please come in. You guys are late. Good morning. Joseph and Saim and Mudassir. 742. Okay. Very quickly, I would like to call attendance very quickly, because when you know that these many students are irregular, then you can actually question them about their, dedication for the class. Okay, Atif is here, right? Atif, just say yes when you are here, okay? I'm calling attendance, guys, okay? Atif?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Faizan Ahmed?
Yes, sir.
Shahbaz Khan? Shahbaz Khan. Next, Nausheen.
Yes, sir.
Abhinav, Mudassir Alam, Faizan Ali,
Yes, sir.
Shazia,
Yes, sir.
Afreen,
Yes, sir.
Safdar,
Yes, sir.
Arsalan Faiz,
Yes, sir.
okay, Rukhsar Rizvi, okay, absent, and Mehran, okay, Ganpat, Saim, Tasif, Padma is absent today. She is very regular. Kayam has been not coming for a long time. Osama has never come. Sahil, okay, that he doesn't attend. Farhan, no, forget him. Faz is absent again. Okay. Sonu Nigam, absent. Rishikesh, absent. Okay. Nayyar, Sharik Ahmad. So many people are absent. Sharik Ahmad is, I think, away. He's not in Biharshi. Sahil is absent. Ayush is absent. Faraz has been, okay. Nikhat, where are you, Nikhat? Why didn't you join? And Musharraf, I think I just need to get an attendance register maybe, because I really need to keep track of who is coming, who is absent. It's very important. Azu, so many people. I'm tired of writing the names. So many people are absent. Lalla is absent. Mashuk is absent. If I find them all, I will earn so much money. Shadab. We have Shadab here. Shadab is absent too. God, so many people. And you? Okay. Now let's continue. I will definitely get an attendance register tomorrow. All I have to do is put a dot when they're absent. That's it. Okay. When the train is in France, Abhinav, does this part, when the train is in France, have any difficult words? No. Translate this part in Hindi. When the train is in France, perfect. How do you translate this sentence, everybody? जब train France में होती है, रहती है, whatever, but we will not say है. Remove the word when. Remove the word when and say the train is in France. Now the Hindi is train France में है. It means in Hindi, we have two different sentences, hoti hai and hai. But in English, we have one sentence, be verb. When the train is in France, I am angry. In Hindi, I'm angry. मैं गुस्से में हूं, I'm angry. When I'm angry, हाँ, don't talk to me when I'm angry. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me when I'm angry.
जब मैं गुस्सा हो जाता हूँ
All right? Don't talk to me when I'm angry, please. Okay? So, see, you don't need to think about a different option there just because your Hindi changed a little bit. Okay? You know, she looks more beautiful when she's angry.
It's more beautiful.
She looks more beautiful when she's
बहुत
angry.
खूबसूरत चीज है गुस्सा में
गुस्से
रहती
में
है
होती है तो ज्यादा खूबसूरत लगती है. Shabaz is here. Shabaz, when did you come, Shabaz, to the class?
बहुत लेट हो गया
I
10
need
मिनट
to
हो गया
remove you.
10
Okay,
मिनट
I
हो
need to
गया
remove your name. Okay, okay, Shabaz, I need to remove your name. Sorry,
क्या सर
nothing. I called attendance, you know, you didn't say yes, so I put your name there in this list of the students who are absent. Okay, so everybody, please understand. You know, when we want to say hai and hota hai, in English we use be verb. We use be verb. कोई चीज है, कोई चीज कैसा है, कोई चीज कैसा होता है. All right, we will use be verb. For example, उसका दूध ना, उस राकेश जी के यहाँ से जो दूध आता है ना, वो पतला रहता है. राकेश जी के यहाँ का दूध ना उतना बढ़िया नहीं रहता है. All right, Rakesh ji's milk is not very good quality. Rakesh ji's milk, Rakesh ji's milk, Rakesh's milk कैसे बोल लेते हैं? इस सबसे बोलना राकेश जी's, otherwise Rakesh's milk. Indian way में respect करने के लिए we use the word G, but otherwise we can say Rakesh's milk बढ़िया नहीं रहता है, is not very good quality. Rakesh's milk is not very good quality. हाँ, बौद्धू जी का मिल्क बढ़िया रहता है. ठीक है, बौद्धू जी का दूध बहुत बढ़िया रहता है, एकदम गाढ़ा, कुछ पानी नहीं, जरा भी नहीं, बहुत बढ़िया रहता है. So Badhu ji's milk is very good quality. Okay, and that's why we buy milk from Badhu ji. Okay, fine. So I hope you understand. Rehta hai, hota hai, all these verbs can be translated with be verb in English. The problem is some students don't use their mind. The moment they hear doodh rehta, they don't think live, stay. Pagal okay? Rehna, live, stay matlab hi rehna. Like he stays in Paris sometimes. This train driver sometimes stays in Paris. मैं उनको क्या समझाऊं जो वहां रहना है को स्टे और लिव समझते हैं. जैसे मैं बिहार शरीफ में रहता हूँ, आई लिव इन बिहार शरीफ, और मैं कहूँ उसका दूध मीठा रहता है तो लिव्स बोल दूं. हिज मिल्क इज स्वीट ना, हिज मिल्क इज, उसका दूध मीठा होता है. तो दोस्तों, है, होता है कैन बी ट्रांसलेटेड द सेम वे. जून में बहुत गर्मी होती है, जून में बहुत गर्मी होती है. जून इज वेरी हॉट, या इट इज वेरी हॉट इन जून, बट बी वर्ब भी यूज किया है. गौर करो, जून इज वेरी हॉट, बी वर्ब, जून इज वेरी हॉट, और इट इज वेरी हॉट इन जून, अगेन बी वर्ब. तो होना, होता है, समटाइम्स रहता है. ऑलराइट, सुबह सुबह ना मेरा मूड खराब रहता है, पता नहीं क्यों. ओके, आई एम इन अ bad mood in the morning. I don't know the reason why I am in a bad mood in the morning. So you can appreciate that hota hai, rehta hai, all can be translated with be verb. So please write a couple of sentences, okay, where you translate the sentence into Hindi with hai, or sometimes hota hai, sometimes rehta hai. Please, everybody, homework number 1, okay? Write a couple of sentences with be verb where the Hindi changes. Hindi is not always hai. Hindi should be hota hai, rehta hai as well. For example, like I said, इस सुबह सुबह मेरा मूड खराब रहता है, right? तो यहाँ जियो का नेटवर्क अच्छा नहीं रहता है इस एरिया में. Yeah, I hope you understand. When you speak Hindi, you have variety of Hindi endings, different sentences. The problem is when you learn English, you kind of translate them in one way. If somebody gives you a sentence, Geo network isn't very good in this area. Geo network isn't very good in this area, then it is very likely there are good chances that students will translate this sentence in one way. जियो का नेटवर्क यहाँ खराब है, यहाँ अच्छा नहीं है. They will not say यहाँ अच्छा नहीं रहता. But in Hindi, when they speak Hindi with their friends and family, then they say यहाँ नेटवर्क अच्छा नहीं रहता है. And when you ask them to translate an English sentence into Hindi, they will not translate with रहता है. They will translate with है, because of childhood, learning. Because they learn is मतलब है, so they put the word है. यहाँ network अच्छा नहीं है. That's not bad Hindi. That's also correct. But if you are saying about now, यहाँ network अच्छा नहीं है, then fine. The network here is not good. All right. But if you want to say यहाँ अच्छा नहीं रहता है, you can still say the network in this area is not very good. But the tone changes now. You know what you're saying. So guys, रहता है, होता है. All three can be translated with be verb. Be verb can be used to translate a sentence which ends with hota hai, which ends with rehta hai, which ends with hai only. For example, तुम्हारा घर बड़ा है. Your house is big. No problems. अमेरिका में घर बड़े होते हैं. Are big. Again be verb. Right? That's also correct. That's also correct. The American houses are big. There are big houses in America. Again, which verb did you use? You used be verb. So my focus was that you don't need to think, अब क्या use कर लूं? रहता है तो क्या करूं? Use be verb. The houses in America are big. Absolutely, absolutely. You can use that as well. All right.
There are different grammar in Hindi and English.
Yes.
And we can't compare.
We should compare, but we should not expect them to be mirror image. It's a good idea to compare.
Yeah.
It's a good idea to compare,
They should.
to observe. Okay, but we should not try to fix that this is this and that is that. Mirror images we should not look for. Like carry means dhona. That is bad. Okay.
We should understand this in English.
In English, and then we should think of Hindi. कि हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं?
Yeah.
Instead of asking the teacher कि हिंदी क्या होता है?
Yes.
जो काम हमें करना है वो टीचर्स ना करवाएं.
Yeah.
जैसे मैंने आपको एक हिंदी सेंटेंस इंग्लिश सेंटेंस समझा दिया अच्छे से. ओके? तो आप खुद से पूछें कि हम हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं इस सिचुएशन में. If I taught you, Mudassir owes me 500 rupees. If I say this to you and you understand what I'm saying, तुम बाद में जाकर उस मुदस्सिर को बोलोगे कहीं दे देते सर का 500 रुपया. Alright, इसका मतलब समझ गए थे ना? When I said Mudassir owes me 500 rupees, और आप जाके मुदस्सिर को बोलते हैं कि यार दे दो यार सर का पैसा 500 रुपया लग रहा है, तो आपको इसका मतलब समझ गया ना कि मुदस्सिर owes विनय सर 500 रुपीज की हिंदी क्या होनी चाहिए?
500 रुपया उनसे उनको देना है.
हाँ, ये बेहतर है. लिया कितना है भगवान जाने, लेकिन देना है 500. ये नहीं बोलिए 500 उधार लिया है, हो सकता है उधार ज्यादा लिया हो. राइट, अब देना है 500. सो 500 रुपया मुदस्सिर को विनय सर को देना है. तो आप बोल सकते हैं पता है मुदस्सिर 500 रुपये रखे हुए है सर का, रखे हुए है सर का, ऐसे बोलते हैं ना मुदस्सिर. हिंदी में ऐसी बात करते हैं ना, मुदस्सिर 500 रुपये रखे हुए विनय सर का. तो हम कैसे, डिक्शनरी नहीं लिखेगी रखे हुए है, डिक्शनरी लिखेगी ऋणी होना कर्जदार होना. ये तुम्हारा प्रैक्टिकल सेंस है लैंग्वेज का. दैट्स व्हाई okay, AI has arrived in its very high advanced form for the time being. Okay, I mean it is in the best form today and in history, right? And still English to Hindi translation is awful. AI cannot do Hindi to English translation. Because Hindi and English, the way we speak Hindi is so funny. आप नहीं कर पाएंगे. ऐसी कई चीजें आप हिंदी में बोलेंगे जो AI मिसअंडरस्टैंड कर देगी इंग्लिश में ट्रांसलेट करते हुए. Spanish can be translated into in English. Italian and French can be translated into English with fewer mistakes, कम गलतियों से. But if you ask AI to translate Hindi into English or English into Hindi, there will be a lot of mistakes. अब बताइए AI क्यों गलतियां करता है ट्रांसलेशन करने में? क्योंकि वो जो theoretical चीजें बताई जाएंगी, they will not be enough. That's why you need a practical class like this one, where the teacher has the practical approach. जो भी टीचर आपको ये सब सिखाएंगे ना कि लिव मतलब रहना, कैरी मतलब ढोना, वो प्रैक्टिकल नहीं, थ्योरेटिकल जानकारी हो गई, एंड दैट जानकारी विल नॉट हेल्प यू सो मच व्हेन यू आर ट्राइंग टू यूज द लैंग्वेज. आप रटने के लिए तो रट सकते हैं, कैरी मतलब ढोना, कोई आपको फॉल्ट नहीं करेगा कि आपने गलत चीज याद की है, सब कहेंगे सही है, कैरी मतलब ढोना, बट व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ इट? जब आप कुछ बोलना चाहोगे तो देयर विल बी प्रॉब्लम्स. Okay, so be careful that what you're learning should be practical. When the train is in France, I highlighted this for you guys. ऐसे तो पढ़ के हम निकल जाते हैं, तो ये मेरा advantage है as a teacher, because you guys came to me, you trusted me to learn English with, right? So that is my expertise कि मैंने इस sentence में कुछ समझाया आपको. वैसे तो आपको लगता नहीं था इस sentence में कुछ सीखने के लिए है. When the train is in France. जब मैं तुम्हारे साथ होता हूँ ना, तो समय का एहसास नहीं होता. You say this to your girlfriend, right, or wife? Okay, romantic line. How do you say that?
I don't feel time then
हाँ.
I am with you.
When
Exactly.
I am with you,
I don't feel the
I
time,
don't.
right? I don't feel the passing of time. Time passes so quickly when I'm with you. Time flies when I'm with you. Time flies when I am with you. अब बोले सर ये तो आप बोले नहीं थे कि समय उड़ता है. नहीं बोले थे. अब समझा जाए तो बोले भी थे. Right? Time flies when I'm with you. तो आप इंग्लिश में क्या बोलेंगे इस बात पर डिपेंड करता है कि इंग्लिश में क्या क्या फ्रेजेस आपके दिमाग में बैठे हैं जाकर, और कैसे बैठते हैं, सुनने से. अगर मैं आपको बताऊं अभी भी कि मैं नहाते समय, तैयार होते समय मैं क्या कर रहा था, तो आई विल शो यू दिस हियर. दिस इज माय the apps that I have open on my mobile, okay? And first app here, Telegram, that I just opened when I came, and this is the second app. What is it?
BBC sound.
BBC,
Sound.
right? Okay. So I've been listening because I'm not an Englishman. I'm a Bihari. I've learned English like you guys.
Yeah.
The process was exactly the same. You're behind me, that's it. So don't try and challenge the process at all. Keep listening. I listen when I'm free. I listen and I learn, because the way they use English, because English is their language.
Yeah.
Okay? If I understand words the right way, अगर carry मतलब ढूंढना मेरे दिमाग में अब नहीं रहता, कुछ और चलता है, thanks to my listening practice. Otherwise, I would also teach carry means ढूंढना. 99% teachers teaching English to students like you guys will teach carry means ढूंढना.
ढूंढना.
That's the problem. And they will not realize that they are harming you. They're stopping you from learning. Their problem is they don't realize it is counterproductive to say carry means ढूंढना. They should simply teach you carry and the practical use of it, carry. They should do something like, look, I'm carrying a gun, I'm carrying a ball, I'm carrying a book, like this. That's it. They should not use the word dhona, because carry doesn't mean only dhona. It means so many other things as well.
Other things.
Okay,
Yes.
let's continue. When the train is in France, Brian speaks to his controllers in French. He speaks to his controllers in French.
French.
When Brian is in France, he speaks to his controllers in French. When the train is in France, Brian speaks to his controllers. Controllers are those people, when you're driving a train, you don't drive it alone. You have some people sitting elsewhere in the control room at the station, and they give you messages from there. Take this, track, stop for 5 minutes, go slow, go fast, things like this. They give you instructions. Station master?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What does the station master do? A train driver and a bus driver are different. A bus driver is independent. He decides what is he needs to do on the road because he can see what's going on in front of him. But a train driver needs instructions from elsewhere, right? They will give him, hey, stop the train because the track is damaged 2 kilometers ahead or 5 kilometers ahead. Stop it. Okay, and he will stop the train, right? Maybe the instruction comes from the control room that change your track because another train is coming on that track. Okay, so they need instructions. A train driver needs instructions, and those instructions come from the control room. And those people who sit in the control room, they are the controllers. Easy word, station master type. Okay, so when the train is in France, Brian speaks to his controllers in French. He speaks to his controllers in French. His
In
French is
French.
very good, by the way. It has to be now, because he's talking to his controllers in French. If there is a little bit misunderstanding, then it will cause such a big accident. Think you are flying an aeroplane and ATC, do you know air traffic control?
Yeah.
Okay. So the pilot is also in constant touch with the ATC. They keep giving instructions anytime, they can communicate with each other. So imagine that if the pilot is flying a plane and ATC gives instructions in English and the pilot misunderstands because his English is a little poor, then what will happen? The lives of all the passengers will be in trouble, in danger, right? That is exactly the challenge here as well. He is in France with the train, and French people speak to him in French language. So his French has to be good. If his French is not good, how will he communicate with them? So he speaks to his controllers in French. His French is very good. It means he speaks French very well. His French is very good. His French is very good. Please understand when I'm saying well, when I'm saying good. Please pay attention. His French is very good. His French is very good. He speaks French very well. He speaks French very well. It means his French is very good. All right. All right. If you say Vinay's classes are very good, Vinay's classes are very good. It means you say he teaches very well. He teaches very good नहीं. थोड़ा सा दोनों में फर्क समझने की कोशिश करो, बाद में भी पढ़ाएंगे. So Vinay sir teaches well. It means his classes are good. All right. Ritik Roshan is a good dancer. Ritik Roshan is a good dancer. He dances very well.
Very
Okay.
well.
So Brian speaks French very well. He has a lot of French friends. Brian has a lot of French friends, guys. Brian has a lot of French friends. And his son, Toby, goes to stay with them in Paris. He has a lot of French friends. Brian has a lot of French friends. It is natural. When you speak a language, yes, Simon, you can talk to me, Simon, no problems. I am not an angry man, right? You know that? I'm not an angry man, right? So share your thoughts with me. अपने थॉट जब मुझसे शेयर करने लग जाओगे ना, तो क्लास में और ज्यादा सीखने का मौका मिलेगा. मैं बताता हूँ साइकोलॉजिकल चीजें तुम्हें. जितने स्टूडेंट्स टीचर के साथ कंफर्टेबल हो जाते हैं, बात करने में झिझकते नहीं, वो टीचर कुछ बोलता है तो अलग नजरिए से सुनते हैं, क्योंकि उनको टीचर अपने दोस्त घर वाले जैसा लगता है, तो उनको बात सुनते हैं, वो आराम से क्या बोल रहे हो, अच्छा. और जब आप टीचर समझ के सुनते हो ना, तो आप डर के सुनते हो. देयर इज अ डिफरेंस. ओके, तो बिंदास मेरे से बात करो जो अभी अपने तौसीफ को बोला. बोल दो. इवन इफ इट इज नॉट रिलेटेड टू स्टडीज, पढ़ाई से रिलेटेड नहीं भी है तो वही बोल सकते हो. बोल दो. क्या बोलो, क्या बोला तौसीफ? आज रक्षाबंधन है. इट इज रक्षाबंधन टुडे. इट इज रक्षाबंधन टुडे. आज बकरीद है. इट इज टुडे. ठीक है. और कल होली है. इट इज होली टुमारो. ओके, इजी. सो आज मेरा बर्थडे है. It is my birthday today. All right, fine. So yes, it is Raksha Bandhan, but only for a couple of hours. It's over already actually. And I don't understand. Last night there was a conversation about it. They said that the Muhurta starts at 9 o'clock.
7 o'clock to 7 o'clock.
But they told me it starts at 9 and ends at 7. So I said only 10 hours. They said yes. I said great.
It's
Earlier we had 24 hours of Raksha Bandhan. It started in the morning every day and ended in next morning. Okay. All my childhood, Raksha Bandhan was only one day, the entire day. It was never like, okay, at this time it starts and at this time it stops. There was never any such thought idea. I don't remember. Every Raksha Bandhan, we brothers and sisters sat together around 10 o'clock in the morning and we celebrated it. She tied Rakhi on my wrist. But now we have new concepts, I don't know, new knowledge or whatever, which
It's
bothers
about-
me a lot.
It's about the calculation of
Bhadra Nakshatra.
Indian way of calculating.
I know that. And they is saying that Bhadra Nakshatra is not good for tying Rakhi. That's why you should not tie Rakhi in Bhadra Nakshatra. Because Ravan's sister tied Rakhi to Ravan in Bhadra Nakshatra. And Ravan got killed. Ravan's school was, his whole family was wiped out. People don't realize that it was not Bhadra Nakshatra. It was his bad acts, which became his undoing. If you behave the wrong way, then you have to suffer eventually.
Yes.
Isn't it? If you kidnap somebody's wife, you have to suffer eventually. You can't do that, no matter how powerful you are. There are some very rich people today, they can buy everything. They have so much money, right? They have so much money. They can buy hundreds of tanks. They can buy hundreds of missiles. They can buy 10 atom bombs. But if they kidnap somebody's wife, they will also suffer. Because that is the love, how we are supposed to live, giving protection to people who are not very strong. Just because somebody is poor, in your mohalla, there is a poor person, right? And there is a very rich person. So the rich person goes to the poor and he says, hey, listen, I will give you 10 crore rupees, give me your wife. Then that's not fair.
Yeah.
That I'm not saying what he should do. This proposal is not fair. He should not make this proposal. I think there is a movie on this theme.
Yeah.
Have you seen? There is a movie,
Tigers.
an English movie, Tiger. That movie, Fardeen Khan's movie, Hum Ho Gaye Aapke, is also based on something similar. Fardeen Khan is no longer in industry, but he was Firoz Khan's son. A famous song you might remember. Tum din ko raat kaho to raat kahenge. If you have heard this song has Firoz Khan as the actor, Hema Malini as the actress, and Firoz Khan had a son, Fardeen. He was in film industry for a few years. He did some good films. He was very good looking. So this movie called Hum Ho Gaye Aapke, he is played a brat. A brat is a bad boy. He's very rich, and he makes indecent proposal to girls. He says, hey, listen, I'll give you this much money. Will you sleep with me for one night like this? Okay. So he makes this proposal to the actress, heroine in the film as well. And the story is about how he has a change of heart because of the girl and he becomes a good person, a decent person. Anyways, it is an indecent proposal, right?
Yeah.
Kidnapping somebody's wife, giving proposal to somebody's wife or a husband that I will give you this much money, do this for me. These things are indecent. We cannot support this kind of behavior at all. Anyways, coming back to what we were doing. He has a lot of French friends. So who has a lot of French friends?
Brand.
Brian has a lot of French friends. Now, Brian has French friends, a lot of French friends. Why? Because he speaks French very well. I speak English well. I also made a lot of friends from America and England and Canada and Australia, English-speaking countries. It becomes easier when you talk to them in their language. They kind of feel more interested in you. Okay. I don't have many French friends, I don't have many Spanish friends because I don't speak these languages. But I have lots of friends from English-speaking countries. If you learn a language, then you naturally make friendship or make friends with people from that country where that language is spoken. So he has a lot of French friends. And his son, whose son? Well, that's it, pay attention, that's it. His son, whose son? Brian's son, okay? His son means Brian's son, Toby, goes to stay with them in Paris. Them refers to? Them refers
French
to?
people.
French friends of Brian. French friends of Brian. He goes to stay with his father's French friends
His
in
father
Paris.
friends.
Right. Here, them means his father's friends. Okay. He has a lot of French friends, and his son Toby goes to stay with them in Paris. Brian earns 45,000 pounds a year. Brian earns 45,000 pounds a year. Easy. He earns this much money a year, not in a year. A year, all right? A month, a day, like that. He earns 45,000 pounds a year. If you write in, it is unnecessary. Please don't, okay? He earns 45,000 pounds a year. I drink 3 liters of water a day, right? Any problems?
No.
A healthy person's heart beats nearly 70 times, around 70 times a minute.
No.
A healthy person's heart beats 70 times a minute. 70 times. 72 to be precise, I think. Okay. In his free time, whose free time? Brian's. In Brian's free time, in his free time, he likes going out with his wife, Angela. He likes going out with his wife, going out to restaurants, to parks, to cafes, to discos, to clubs, okay? So he likes going out. Going out means it's clear?
Yeah.
Going out means going to the club, going to the disco, going to the restaurants, going to the park. These things are called going out, okay? He likes going out with his wife, Angela. And he also likes walking their dogs. So when you read this line, he likes walking their dogs, you realize that they don't have one dog. They don't have one dog. They have more than one dog. He likes walking their dogs. And their dogs, it means not only Brian's dog, not only his wife's dogs, Angela's dogs. Dogs belong to both of them. Maybe Angela has a few dogs. Maybe Brian has a few dogs. Maybe they both have one dog each, right? We don't know, but he likes walking their dogs.
Maybe Toby has one dog.
Who-
Puppy. Toby.
Maybe Toby has a dog too. I forgot to mention that. Thank you, Abhinav. Maybe Toby has a dog as well. Angela is a chef. And you know, in foreign, people have their own dogs. In a family, the husband has his dog, the wife has her dog, and the son can have his own dog as well.
Or puppy. Puppy.
Or a big dog, depends, you know. It is true that man's best friend is a dog. If you look at all animals, then one animal who will never let you down. Okay, when I said never, I should have been careful, because recently we heard an incident. A dog attacked its owner and kind of ate up her face, but it was a hybrid dog, bulldog, you know.
Yeah.
There are some dogs which are not naturally existent on Earth. There are some dogs who didn't exist on Earth. We created them. You understand? By doing hybrid breeding. Okay. We took one species, one breed of a dog, another breed of a dog, and we made them, breed. And then we got a new species, a third kind of species. There are so many dogs today who did not exist on Earth naturally. We created them. They are designer dogs. They are
Design.
designer dogs. We created them. Okay, like bulldogs, by the way. And there are so many other dogs which we have created. So recently I heard an incident where a dog kind of attacked the dog's owner, its owner, and that owner got into the hospital. So badly she was injured.
Yeah, I heard this a lot time ago,
Huh.
2 time ago, and the owner tied into
Tied the dog.
tied a dog, and he goes somewhere else for a month.
Right.
Yeah, and,
And the
the dog
dog-
is hungry, so much hungry.
Yes.
When he freed
The
the
dog.
owner freed
Uh,
the dog.
The dog attacked the owner.
attack the owner.
Okay.
Because there is a mistake of honor.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he
He
tied.
kept the dog hungry for such a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Well, it's a very complicated thing. We don't know. I have heard that human beings have also eaten human flesh
Yeah,
when they were very hungry.
yeah.
They drank urine when they were very thirsty.
It's
Okay.
about the situation.
Yeah, it's about a situation and
When you-
survival.
Yes.
Okay. Brian speaks to his, where were we? Angela and walking their dogs. Angela is a chef. Angela is a chef. Angela is a chef. So she works at weekends too. Okay, there are some jobs, people, in which people work at weekends. They can't have days off at weekends. They can't have weekends off. Teachers usually do not teach on Sunday. Mudassir beta, you're not paying attention. And the reason is you chose to sit there. Come here, be in my range. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then at least look at me. Maybe you'll understand some word. And then you're getting so distracted. You're looking around in the room. Okay. This is a clear sign that you are distracted. Do you think Tasif knows more than you? वो तुम ज्यादा जानता है हाँ अच्छा ठीक है कोई बात नहीं तुम भी जान जाओगे ये तो बोलता है okay Tasif help him okay at home study together as a group okay so I was saying Angela is a chef. Chef means beta one who cooks, right? Okay, chef cooks, right? Angela is a chef. So she works at weekends too. She works at weekends too. देखिए अब आपको समझ में आ गई मेरी बात weekends मतलब Saturday, Sunday. So she works at weekends too because she's a chef. There is a connection. If you are a teacher, you don't work at weekends normally. Normally, teachers do not work at weekends. If you are a bank clerk, you don't work at weekends. But in some jobs, you work at weekends too. For example, if you are a chef, if you are a waiter, then you work at weekends. Why? Because a lot of people come to restaurants at weekends. Imagine, restaurants are not closed at weekends. Restaurants are more crowded at weekends. There are more customers in restaurants at weekends, right? And that's why the people who work in restaurants cannot have weekends off. They need to work there, right? Because there are customers at weekends. Cinema halls. More people go to the cinema halls at weekends.
Yeah.
So people who work in the cinema hall, they don't have weekends off.
Yeah.
They work at weekends because more people come to the cinema, right?
And
And
yeah.
and go
So-
ahead.
Okay. I think in European countries there are 5-day working.
Yes, in some European countries, they have 5 working days. Saturday and Sunday are off. And in India as well, in Bengaluru, in Hyderabad, in big jobs, multinational companies,
Yeah.
they make you work only 5 days. They ask you to work only 5 days, Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday are for you and your family. Okay, they are called weekends. Okay, but in small towns, people have only Sunday off. I have only Sunday off. I work 6 days a week. And if you go to villages, people work all 7 days.
Yeah.
And if you go to the cities, then people work 5 days a week. It means people in villages work more and people in cities work less because their work is more, I will say, mentally tiring.
Yeah.
If you are sitting at the computer and working, you feel mentally more tired. So you need more, longer breaks.
Yeah.
So Saturday and Sunday off. Okay, anyways. Angela is a chef, so she works at weekends too. Brian works at weekends, guys.
Yeah.
Brian works at weekends. He drives this train, okay? And his wife also works at weekends. She has Monday free. She has
Monday free.
Monday free. She has Monday free. तो बेटा तौसीफ सॉरी मतलब सर आपको एक बात समझानी है कि थोड़ा सा आप डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो रहे थे तो मैं जो पढ़ा था सब बेकार हो रहा था, ठीक है? और आप फिर भी क्लास में थे, अभी आप क्लास में हो, अब आप सारी बातें समझ रहे हो क्योंकि आप फोकस कर रहे हो। तो ये फर्क है, रहने में दो बातें हो सकती हैं, आप फोकस्ड हो सकते हो और टोटली डिस्ट्रैक्टेड हो सकते हो। माय ऑनलाइन स्टूडेंट्स, यू गाइज आर आल्सो ऑन योर ओन। यहाँ पे मैं मुदस्सिर को रोक सका बिकॉज ही वाज लुकिंग इन अ डिफरेंट डायरेक्शन एंड आई सॉ हिम, बट व्हेन यू गाइज आर डिस्ट्रैक्टेड आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू हेल्प यू। So you need to be more mature, more sensible when you're attending classes online, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because if you are distracted, I will not be able to see that you are distracted. I will not be able to call out your name. I will not be able to help you. So make sure that you are not distracted. And if I'm speaking too much, too fast, too difficult, whatever, then please ask me. Express your feelings that, sir, go slow, sir, speak again, sir, you're speaking your language is too difficult, like that. So just communicate, it's important. So she has Monday free. It means she doesn't work on Monday. She has Monday free means she doesn't work on Monday and goes walking with Brian. She goes walking, goes shopping. You have studied goes shopping.
Yeah.
Now you're learning goes walking. So as goes shopping, shopping is an activity. Similarly, walking is also an activity. Go shopping, go walking. Okay.
Yeah.
He has 25 days of holiday a year. He has 25 days of holiday a year. Every year he has 25 days of holiday. He has 25 days of holiday a year, not in a year, every year, not this year only, every year. Okay. Where does he go on holiday? Where does he go on holiday? France, of course, says Brian, because he loves French language. He has a lot of French friends. So he goes to France on holiday. So France and French language has a very important place in his life. Right? Okay. Now the question answers, everybody. We are going to do the question answers.
Sir,
Yes,
I
dear.
can't understand, sir. Suddenly, how brain says, sir, because this story, I think, tell another person, na?
So this question shows not lack of English. This question shows lack of, quality education in your childhood. When you are writing a text, okay, a text can have quotes, quotations, statements of other people. When you're writing a text, it can have quotes or dialogues of other people. And when you are writing dialogues and quotes of other people, what they said, you put it between inverted commas. So in this whole text, there is only one line that was from Brian. France, of course, says Brian, okay? And some days ago, Faizan, we did
Yes, sir.
this. Remember, we did this, our street, one family. The whole
Yes.
family is big, very big. And in between, there were lines from other people. Our family is the most important thing, says Dr. Margan. We like living in the same street. It's lovely to have all my family together. At Christmas or on a birthday, it's crazy in the street, she says. 66 people all go to one house. So there are some sentences which are between inverted commas. When
Yes, sir.
we are writing a text, and if we include somebody else's statements there, then we put the statement between inverted commas. This is something that you will observe and learn. It's not a rule that I need to teach. It's something that you look and observe.
Sir,
Every
actually,
time
I want to understand the situation, sir. Nothing else. Because the question ask for another person, sir, and suddenly
where that's what again I'm saying. I understand your point. ये सब सवाल इसलिए आपके जहन में आ रहे हैं because you haven't done much reading. अगर बचपन से कोई चीज देखते रहते हैं तो उस चीज को एक्सेप्ट कर लेते हैं कि ऐसे होता है. अभी मैं समझा देता हूँ क्या हो रहा है. Okay, where does he go on holiday? France, of course, says Brian. Okay, so this question was asked of Brian. Brian से पूछा गया ये सवाल. यहाँ नहीं लिखा है वो. यहाँ लिखा है where does he go on holiday, मतलब थर्ड पर्सन के तौर पे. लेकिन ये सवाल
Yes.
उससे पूछा गया था, where do you go on holiday? Where do you go on holiday? And he says France, of course. Thank you. France, of course. Brian says Brian. तो फ्रांस, उसने जवाब दिया फ्रांस. ऑफ कोर्स जब हम लिखते हैं तो ये इसको कहते हैं स्टाइल, और ये स्टाइल सीखे जाने की चीज है. सिचुएशन ये है फैजान कि ये
Yes,
सवाल उससे नहीं पूछा गया वेयर डज ही गो, उससे पूछा गया वेयर डू यू गो. राइट, हाँ, तो इंक्लूड किया जाता है इस तरह से. He has 25 days of holiday a year. Where does he go on holiday? जब हॉलिडे आता है, 25 दिनों की हॉलिडे मिलती है, कहाँ जाते हैं वो? France, of course, says Brian. It means Brian goes to France. Now, the question asks. He works 5 days a week. You have to correct my statements if they're wrong. Brian works 5 days a week. He doesn't work 5 days a week. He works
4 days a week.
Sometimes he doesn't work at weekends. Sometimes he doesn't work at weekends. That's true. Sometimes he is free at weekends, but mostly
His work.
read the first paragraph. Sometimes he is free at the weekend. It means sometimes he doesn't work at weekends. It means mostly he works.
Yeah.
Usually he works at weekends because Friday and Saturday are very busy days, so he works there. Okay,
Yeah.
next. Number 3, Eurostar train runs 365 days a year.
yes, sir, it is true.
No, it is not. Eurostar train doesn't run 365 days a year.
Oh, yes, sir, because there is a Christmas day and
Doesn't run
This-
on Christmas Day. It doesn't run on Christmas.
Christmas day. Yes, sir.
आप इसको ऐसे बोल सकते हैं. Yes, Eurostar trains run all year long, throughout the year, except Christmas Day. Except Christmas Day.
Except Christmas day.
The first train to Paris leaves before 5 a.m. तो बोलेंगे the first train to Paris doesn't leave
Before 5 a.m.
before 5 a.m. ना ना ना, बिफोर मतलब कुछ होता है बेटा, समझने की कोशिश करिए. ये सब सेंटेंस आप लोग के दिमाग के जंग हटाने के लिए डाले गए. आप मुझे बताइए कितना दिमाग तेज होना चाहिए जानने के लिए कि वहां 5:25 लिखा और यहाँ 5 लिखा है तो गलत लिखा है. जरा सा बच्चे का दिमाग भी बता देगा ना. लेकिन आप लैंग्वेज सीख रहे हैं, आप लैंग्वेज अप्रिशिएट कर नहीं कर पाएंगे, ये प्रॉब्लम है, इसलिए करा गया है. चलिए, एवरीबॉडी रिस्पॉन्ड. The
Yes,
first
sir.
train to Paris leaves before 5 a.m.
No, sir. No, it doesn't. The first train
Doesn't.
to
Done.
Paris.
The
It
first train-
doesn't. The first train to Paris leave uh, after 5:25.
You guys are not getting it ना? मैं समझता हूँ जिस तरह से पढ़ाई हुई है स्कूल में फैक्ट्स पे इतना ज्यादा फोकस होता है कि लैंग्वेज पे कोई फोकस नहीं होता। हम सब जानते हैं पहली ट्रेन कितने बजे खुलती है?
5:25.
5:25. It's clearly written ना, the first train to Paris leaves London at 5:25. आप लोग बिफोर और आफ्टर 5:25 बोल रहे हो, क्या क्या लिखा है? At 5:25. The first train to Paris leaves London at 5:25 लिखा है ना?
Yeah.
अब दिमाग में रखना कि 5:25 में खुलती है, वहां क्या लिखा है पढ़िए। The first train to Paris leaves before 5 a.m. This sentence is wrong.
Yeah.
Because of which word? Which word is making this sentence wrong?
Before.
Before.
Well done, Atif. Well done, Abhinav. The first train to Paris leaves before 5 a.m. Before is making the sentence wrong. If we replace the word before, then the sentence can be correct. So what is
After.
true? Well done again. देखो आप लोग 5 a.m. पे जो लोग फोकस करें कि 5 a.m. की वजह से गलत है, 5 a.m. की वजह से सेंटेंस नहीं गलत है, सेंटेंस इज रॉन्ग मतलब फैक्चुअली बिकॉज ऑफ बिफोर।
Before.
उसको क्या में चेंज करना है?
After.
बंद हो गया। बोलिए, द फर्स्ट ट्रेन टू पेरिस डजंट लीव बिफोर 5 a.m. The first train to Paris doesn't leave before 5 a.m. It leaves
After.
after 5 a.m. बात खत्म। आप 5:25 के पीछे पड़े, फैक्ट्स के पीछे पड़े, क्योंकि स्कूल में जब एग्जाम होता था तो फैक्ट्स पूछ देते थे, आपको रट्टा मारना पड़ता था फैक्ट्स का। अगर ये स्कूल का टेक्स्ट होता, अगर स्कूल में ये कहानी होती तो 1 नंबर का सवाल आता कितने बजे वो पहली ट्रेन जाती है, और वहां पर 4 ऑप्शन दिए होते और आप 5:25 सेलेक्ट करते, क्योंकि आपको रटना होता था वहां पे। वो इस तरह से पढ़ाई जाता है, उसमें सोचने समझने पे जोर नहीं डलवाते वो। आई एम सॉरी टू टेल यू, जब आप इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज सीखने बैठोगे या चाइनीज या फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज सीखने बैठोगे तो आपके अपने स्कूल की कमियां इतनी दिखेंगी कि उन्होंने वो आदतें नहीं डलवाई आपके अंदर जो चाहिए एक समझदार इंसान बनने के लिए। उन्होंने कहा रटो रटो, हर चीज रटो, और वही असर हो जाता है। आप सबके सब 5:25 चले जा रहे हैं। प्लीज लुक एट दिस स्टेटमेंट, द फर्स्ट ट्रेन टू पेरिस doesn't leave before 5 a.m. It leaves
After 5.
after 5 a.m. That's
After
all.
5.
That's all. And Faizan, you said after 5:25. What does that mean? उसका क्या मतलब होता था?
Yes, sir.
At 5:25.
Yes. The first train to Paris doesn't leave before 5 a.m. It leaves after 5 a.m.
After 5.
Now you are appreciating every word. Before is wrong, after is right. Let's continue. He does several journeys every day.
Yes.
Several means
More than one.
More than one.
several means more than two. Several means more than two. Several means more than two.
More than 2.
So sometimes he does 3 journeys, right?
Yeah.
So he does several journeys every day. Every day.
No, sir.
He does several journeys
He
every
doesn't.
day.
He doesn't.
Think about it.
Sometimes.
Sometimes he does only 2 journeys. He doesn't do several journeys every day. Please understand. Several means more than do.
More than 2.
More than 2. And the statement, the text says sometimes he does 2 or 3 journeys every day. Where is it written, guys? Brian does 2 or 3 journeys every day.
Sometimes he do several journeys, sir.
In one day, he does 2 or 3 journeys between London and Paris. Is it written or not in the second paragraph, guys?
No.
In one day, he does 2 or 3 journeys between London and Paris. So this statement tells us that sometimes he does 2 journeys, sometimes he does 3 journeys.
Yeah.
Now, If he does 2 journeys, can we call it several journeys? No. Several means more than 2.
More than 2.
So the statement here is he does several journeys every day. True or false?
False. He doesn't do several journey every
word
day.
is making it false? Which word is making it false?
Every day.
He does several journeys, but not every
Every
day.
day.
Right? Every day is making it false. So say it the right way. He doesn't do, क्या बोलेंगे
He
बेटा?
doesn't do several journeys every day.
Several journeys every day. अच्छा ये doesn't do जो मैंने किया कुछ लोग confuse हो जाएंगे मैं बता दूं. Some students will be confused because look at the first sentence, guys. He works. The negative is he doesn't work. He doesn't. S हटा. Doesn't तो अपने मन से आया negative के लिए और S हटा. S हटा इस वजह से doesn't आया, right? अभी दूसरे में देखना. ये number 4. The first train to Paris leaves. तो आप negative करो doesn't leave. Doesn't leave. S हटाए live में से, leaves में से और उसके बदले doesn't. तो sentence number 5 में verb क्या है आपका? Do, जिसमें S लगा है, right? Do में S लगा है ना? तो अब आप negative करना चाहते हैं तो S हटा दीजिए. S हटाए तो बचा do और negative करने के लिए कौन सा word लगाते हैं? Doesn't. तो क्या बोलेंगे? He doesn't do several journeys. मैं इसको on board पे बताना चाहूंगा. I would like to explain this on the board because some students are not that sharp. They need more help. Okay. So what I'm saying, if I say leaves, and if I say goes, okay, and if I say has, I will turn it on, don't worry. If I say works, then how do I, can you switch off that fan, please? Okay, and I will say doesn't leave, L-E-A-V-E. Don't worry, guys, don't worry. Doesn't
go.
go.
Doesn't have.
Very nice. Those who are answering, they are there already. Doesn't have. Okay, and now works.
Doesn't work.
This is the formula, everybody. Let me turn on the big screen for you guys. Tell me, you understand this? Everybody understand? This is how it goes.
Yeah.
We have positive leaves, but negative we say doesn't leave. Goes, doesn't go. Has, doesn't have. Works, doesn't work. So similarly, if I say do here, my dear students, okay, then what will you say? Doesn't will come automatically.
Yeah.
It comes everywhere. And after that,
Do.
It doesn't do.
sorry, I should have written this here. I should have written this here. Okay. Look, leaves has S, goes has S, has S, works has S, does has S. When we remove, when we make negative, we say doesn't leave, doesn't go, doesn't have, doesn't work. So
has में hasn't नहीं होगा कि doesn't होगा.
doesn't do.
Can I share that leaves to do leave?
Oh, in fact, that we don't do that.
Okay.
In a normal conversation, we say he leaves. He
Leave.
leaves.
Sir, your voice
Leave.
is not very loud, sir.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, it's very good.
Okay, I was saying, he leaves home at 9 o'clock for his office.
Yeah.
He leaves home at 9 o'clock for his office.
Office.
He doesn't leave home at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Right?
And can I say he do leave.
No. Do is not possible with he. After he, you cannot say do.
Okay.
Can you ever do that? कोई भी कभी भी कैसा ऐसा कर सकता है क्या? ही के बाद do बोल दे पॉजिटिव सेंटेंस में.
No.
पॉजिटिव सेंटेंस में क्या होता है? एस लगना जरूरी है. ही जैसे ही बोला गया तो कोई भी वर्ब होगा उसमें एस होना ही है प्रेजेंट टेंस में. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दिस. आपने पढ़ा ना ही शीट में वर्ब किस चीज पे खत्म होता है? प्रेजेंट सिंपल में वर्ब ही शीट सब्जेक्ट हो तो एस पे खत्म होता है वर्ब. इसको कोई ये नहीं है, इसका एक्सेप्शन नहीं है.
And can I use with I do work?
हाँ, तो वो जो चीजें आप कर रहे हैं ना, एक
Yeah.
एम्फैटिक सेंटेंस में सिखा सकते हो आपको. कभी कभी आपके पापा कहते हैं तुम पढ़ाई नहीं करते हो, ठीक है? कहते करते तो है पापा, आप देखते नहीं, आपका प्रॉब्लम है. करते तो हैं. तो आपने ये जो जोर डाल के कहा कि पढ़ाई करते हैं आप, तो वहां पे आप कहेंगे आई स्टडी बोल सकते हैं. आई स्टडी पढ़ाई करते हैं. और आप जोर डाल के बोल सकते हैं आई डू स्टडी. तो मैं सिखाऊंगा वो आपको एम्फैटिक सेंटेंस. व्हेन द टाइम इज राइट आई विल इंट्रोड्यूस द आइडिया. ओके, बट नॉर्मली आप एक वर्ब बोलते हैं. जैसे आप कहना चाहते हैं कि मैं सोता हूं तो आई स्लीप. तो आप कहते हैं मैं पढ़ाई करता हूं तो आई स्टडी. इसलिए
I
नहीं कि
study.
हिंदी में करना वर्ड आ गया, मैं झगड़ा करता हूं तो डू लगा दू. डू मतलब करना नहीं. आई क्वारल,
Yeah.
आई फाइट, आई आर्ग्यू, बहस करता हूं. तो इन हिंदी देयर आर लॉट्स ऑफ वर्ब्स व्हिच एंड विद करना, बट यू डोंट यूज डू ऑल द टाइम विद देम. जैसे अगर आप कहते हैं मैं पढ़ाई करता हूं,
Yeah.
क्या करते हो जी? पढ़ाई करते हैं. तो आई डू स्टडी नहीं बोलना है. क्या बोलना है? आई स्टडी. पापा क्या करते हैं बेटा? वो क्या करते हैं? कुछ बोलना तो कोई करते हैं वाला वर्ड से. नौकरी करते हैं. वो
Yeah.
नौकरी करते हैं, बैंक में नौकरी करते हैं. तो ही डू नहीं बोलना है, बोलेंगे ही हैज अ जॉब इन अ बैंक. ऑलराइट, इजी. आगे देखते हैं. और भी कुछ बोलिएगा तो करना वर्ड से. तुम बहुत डाउट करते हो यार, तुम बहुत क्वेश्चन करते हो यार. एक सवाल है,
Yeah.
सेंटेंस है ना, तुम बहुत.
Question करता हूँ.
तो कुछ लोग सोचेंगे करते हो आया तो डू लगाना है. नहीं, क्वेश्चन करना का ही इंग्लिश होता है आस्क क्वेश्चंस. तो आप बोलेंगे यू आस्क अ लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. डू नहीं बोलना था, सिर्फ इसलिए कि हिंदी में करना वर्ड आया. यही फिर से वापस आएंगे वहीं कि बचपन में सिखाया डू मतलब,
करना.
बस यही गलती हो गई. मैंने अभी तक डू मतलब करना नहीं सिखाया आपको. डू वर्ब को इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहा हूं अलग अलग जगह पे. जैसे ब्रायन बाबर अली डज द हाउस वर्क. he does the
Housework.
he does the housework. Okay, some girls in this class also do the housework, but boys in this class don't do the housework.
Yeah.
Okay, तो कुछ जगहों पे डू यूज होते हैं, उसका कॉम्बिनेशन होता है. जैसे डू होमवर्क. You guys do your homework.
Yeah.
Okay, so do homework, do housework, ये सब phrases हैं. लेकिन हम वहां उस चीज की बात नहीं कर रहे. डू अपने आप में एक वर्ब है और उसको यूज किया जा रहा है यहाँ पे किस सेंटेंस में? ही डज 2 और 3 जर्नीज लिखा है. ही डज 2 और 3 जर्नीज. तो नेगेटिव क्या होगा? He doesn't do 4 journeys. He doesn't do 4 journeys. He doesn't do 5 journeys in one day. Please understand. He does 2 or 3 journeys every day. Okay, sorry, in one day he does 2 or 3 journeys. So I'm saying he doesn't do. ये इसलिए मैं सिखाने में यहाँ पर एम्फेसिस कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि आप में से कई कहेंगे ये डजंट इस डज में लगा है क्या? नॉट. मुझे यही सवाल पूछना है. ये जो डजंट है ये डज में नॉट लग गया. ये वाले डज में.
No,
ये
sir,
वाला डज
because
कहाँ है? ये वाला
S
डज कहाँ
remove.
है? ये यहाँ है. राइट, बस ये पॉइंट हाईलाइट करने के लिए मैं ये सब कर रहा था. जस्ट गिव मी अ सेकेंड. जैसे ये लीव्स यहाँ है ना, राइट? ये गोज कहाँ है? यहाँ है ना. ये हैज कहाँ है? यहाँ है, राइट? ये वर्क्स यहाँ है. तो ये डज कहाँ है? यहाँ है, ये वाला, राइट? कुछ लोग समझते हैं इसी डज में नॉट लगा दिया हमने, नहीं, ये डजन तो अपने मन से आ ही रहा है हर बार, बिकॉज एस हटाए हैं, एस के चलते, एस के चलते, एस के चलते डजंट, इस एस के चलते डजंट आ गया, और बाकी वो वर्ब रहा। बस ये बात हाईलाइट करनी थी। आई जस्ट वांटेड टू हाईलाइट दिस मच। डिड यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस? ये डजंट डू कैसे हुआ है? ये
Yes,
डज
sir.
से नहीं बन गया डजंट। डजंट तो अपने मन से सब में आया था। अगर इसमें इस डज से आया तो बाकी किसमें किससे आया था भाई, राइट? तो ये डू इज हियर बिकॉज ऑफ दिस। ये एस हटाए ना तो क्या बचा? डू
Do.
बचा। एस हटाए तो क्या बचा? वर्क बचा। एस हटाए तो क्या बचा? हैव बचा। एस हटाए तो क्या बचा? गो। एंड यहाँ एस हटाए तो लीव बचा। ऑलराइट, बस अंडरस्टैंड दिस मच, because I have experienced in my teaching in our career that students struggle with does and doesn't do. उनको लगता है वो does में not लगा दिया आप लोगों ने, तो do कहाँ से आ गया? Because some students translate this sentence this way: he doesn't several journey, he doesn't several journeys. कुछ लोग ऐसे करते हैं, क्या लिखते हैं? He doesn't several journeys every day. ये सही है गलत है? गलत है। He doesn't do several journeys every day. Okay, Mudassir? Fine. He doesn't do several journeys every day. Sometimes he does only two journeys. Sometimes he does only two journeys. Several means
More than
More than two.
More than two. Several is not a very big number. Several is not a very big number, but it is bigger than two.
Two.
All right. In Hindi, we say, I've told you several times not to be late. I've told you several times
not to be late.
I've told you more than two times. I've told you more than two times, maybe 3, 4, 5 times. Okay. But it is not 1,000 times. It is not 1,000 times. Okay.
For 1,000 times we can.
So many times, innumerable times. जब नंबर बड़ा बताना हो तो क्या बोलेंगे? So many times, innumerable times. याद भी नहीं कितना बार, गिन भी नहीं सकते इतनी बार, अनगिनत बार तुमको कहा, ऐसा बोलते हैं अनगिनत बार। तो in English we will say innumerable times. Innumerable, उसमें नंबर नहीं डाल सकते, अनगिनत। Okay. He does several journeys every day. This is not true. He doesn't do several journeys every day. He does several journeys sometimes, and sometimes he does only two journeys.
Only two journey.
Two journeys.
Two journeys.
Careful. सामने है, right? Journeys.
Yes, sir.
Two journeys. Okay. तो journey का part of speech समझ में आ ही गया होगा ना? It's a noun. It's a
No.
तभी तो जर्नी का प्लूरल जर्नीज हुआ। और ऐसे बार बार करेंगे ना तो नाउन की फीलिंग डेवलप होगी। अभी किसी के दिमाग में फीलिंग नहीं है नाउन की, आइडिया है नाउन व्हाट नाउन इज, बट दे डोंट हैव अ फीलिंग फॉर व्हाट नाउन इज। सो जर्नी इज अ थिंग। ही डज जर्नीज, 2 or 3 journeys every day. Okay. Next, he always goes home in the evening. Is this true?
No, he doesn't.
Which word
Sir,
makes it wrong?
6, sir. 6.
Every day.
You forgot 6.
I can come back to 6 a bit later. Is there a
Okay.
crime if I do 6 later? So
No,
he
sir.
always goes home in the evening. Which word makes it wrong?
Always.
Learn fast. He always goes home in the evening. Which word makes it wrong? This is a statement if it is factually incorrect.
Yeah.
अगर ये गलत है facts के मामले में, तो कौन सा word इसको factually incorrect बना रहा है? Which word is making this sentence factually incorrect? Always. So now
Always.
respond. He doesn't
Always go home.
always go home in the evening. He doesn't always go home in the evening. हमेशा नहीं जाता. He doesn't
He
always
doesn't
go home. in the
always go home in the evening.
Sometimes
Sometimes
Yes.
sometimes
he
he goes.
stays in Paris. Sometimes he stays in Paris. Sometimes he stays in Paris. हर बार नहीं जाता, हमेशा नहीं जाता घर, कभी कभी पेरिस में रुक जाता है. Sometimes
Yes.
he stays in
Sometimes
Paris.
He stays in
अभी
Paris.
मैंने स्टे का हिंदी क्या कर दिया? रुक जाता है, राइट? आप रुकना का इंग्लिश से स्टॉप पढ़ते कि स्टे पढ़ते हैं?
Stop.
यही प्रॉब्लम है। आपके लर्निंग ने आपको हैंडीकैप बना दिया। आपने स्टॉप मतलब पढ़ लिया रुकना, राइट। और यहाँ हम कौन सा वर्ड यूज किए? पेरिस में रुक जाता है। समटाइम्स ही,
Stay
आप
in
बोल के
Paris.
देखो ये सेंटेंस अपने दोस्तों से कि वो पेरिस में रुक जाता है, क्या इंग्लिश होगा? सब फटाक से स्टॉप वर्ड थिंक यूज कर देंगे, बिकॉज रटा हुआ है। स्टॉप मीन्स रुकना।
सर जैसे कि जैसे स्कूल में बोलते थे, मैं खाता हूँ, मैं पढ़ता हूँ, मैं लिखता हूँ, मैं चलता हूँ, तो हर चीज में हमारा आदत हो गया था। आई एम ईटिंग, आई एम कुक, आई एम चेयर। हर जगह सिर्फ आई एम, चाहे वो नाउन रहे, चाहे वो वर्ब रहे, हर हर
पढ़
किसी से
लिया।
पहले एम।
यू नोटिस्ड इट, आप रियलाइज कर लिए गलती। एग्जैक्टली बाकी आगे वाले वर्ड पे ध्यान दिए बगैर हम लोग आई के साथ एम लगाने की आदत डेवलप कर लिए। अगले वर्ड पे ध्यान भी नहीं देते थे कि अगला वर्ड नाउन है, एडजेक्टिव है, वर्ब है। आई के बाद इस पे डिसाइड होगा। आई के बाद टॉल है तो बोलेंगे आई एम टॉल, लेकिन लाफ है तो आई लाफ, आई
एंड
टीच।
सर व्हेन आई थॉट
हाँ.
सर, तो मुझे थोड़ा हंसी भी आता है। जैसे आई एम थॉट, मतलब मैं हूँ सोच।
हाँ बहुत बढ़िया, आप सही जा रहे हो, सही डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हो फैजान। हाँ, जब आपको अपनी गलतियों पे हंसी आने लगे ना, तो आप समझ लो आप बड़े हो रहे हो। सोचो बचपन वाली गलतियों पे आप हंसते हो कि नहीं हंसते हो, याद करके कि हम ऐसे करते थे, ऐसे करते थे। इट मीन्स यू आर नो लॉन्गर द सेम चाइल्ड। यू क्राइड फॉर टॉयज, राइट। ओके, तो अभी जैसे जैसे बड़े होते हैं आप उससे दूर होते जाते हैं। तो वैसे इंग्लिश में अगर आप बड़े होंगे तो आपको पीछे की बातें याद आएंगी, आप क्या लिखते थे, क्या बोलते थे, और हंसी आएगी।
आई एम ईट सर, व्हेन आई रियलाइज दिस मिस्टेक, मतलब मैं जब ये वाला सेंटेंस बोलता था और अभी मैं सोचता हूँ आई एम ईट, तो मुझे ज्यादा हंसी आता है।
keep learning, keep learning, keep learning, keep growing.
यस।
It's an English factory here. Okay, we produce English here. Simple. So number 6, Brian starts work very early every day. Is this true?
Yeah, it's true.
यस सर, इट इज ट्रू। ही स्टार्ट्स वर्क
Read the
एवरी
text
डे वेरी
यार। ये
अर्ली।
सब कैसे कर लेते हो तुम लोग यार, कैसे कर लेते हो यार? ये तो बच्चों वाली बात हो गई यार, कम ऑन। इट्स क्लियरली रिटन समटाइम्स ही स्टार्ट्स लेट। तो ये कैसे तुमने ये करेक्ट कैसे बोल दिया इसको? ये तो बड़ी गलती हो गई। दिस इज अ ह्यूज ह्यूज मिस्टेक। Brian starts work very early every day. He starts work at 4:30 in the morning, but sometimes he starts late at 4 in the afternoon. It's also written there. Then how do you decide that he starts work very early every day? Do you realize this
यस।
statement number 6 is true or false? अगर नहीं
फॉल्स।
समझ में आ रहा है ट्रू और फॉल्स है, तो इसका सोल्यूशन कहाँ है? टेक्स्ट को फिर से पढ़ना
टेक्स्ट।
and compare karna, right? Whether it is true or false. If you can't decide the statement is true or false, then please read the text again. Number 8, pehle decide karo. Number 6, Brian starts work very early every day. True or false?
फॉल्स।
Is it
ब्रांड
false?
डजंट।
Which word is making it false? Which phrase is making it false? Every
एवरी
day.
डे।
So we will respond. We will respond. We will respond this way. Brian doesn't start work very early every day. Repeat. Brian
ब्रांड
doesn't start
डजंट स्टार्ट वर्क
work very early
वेरी
every day.
अर्ली एवरी डे।
Nah, you're not getting the rhythm right. Brian
यस
doesn't
सर।
start work very early every day.
ब्रांड डजंट स्टार्ट वर्क वेरी अर्ली एवरी डे।
Yes, now you got it right. He doesn't start work very early every day. Sometimes he starts late. Sometimes he starts at 4 in the afternoon. Sometimes he
ब्रांड
starts.
Brand doesn't start work very early every day. Sometimes he starts work uh, uh,
Late.
late.
Sometimes he
Late.
starts late at 4 in the
At
Afternoon.
4 in the afternoon.
Number 8. Brian speaks good French.
Yes.
Yes, he
Yeah,
does.
he
Yes,
does.
he does. Yes, he does. He doesn't earn very much.
No, he do.
देखिए, अगर मैं आपको कहूं, please listen. Listen. If somebody says to you, Vinay sir teaches maths, then you can clearly tell him, no, he doesn't teach maths. Is he? No, he
Yes.
doesn't. Okay, you can easily say. If somebody says to you, Vinay sir has 3 children, you will say, no, he doesn't. If somebody says to you, Vinay sir has 3 children, then you will say, no, he doesn't. He has only 1 daughter.
Yeah.
Okay, like this.
Yeah.
तो भाई अगर आपको ऐसे रिएक्ट करना है हाँ ना वाले में, तो प्रॉब्लम तब आती है जब आपके सामने ऐसा कोई सेंटेंस आए, विनय सर डजंट टीच मैथ्स, तब आप क्या बोलते हैं?
Yes, he doesn't.
विनय सर डजंट टीच मैथ्स, तो आप क्या बोलेंगे रिएक्शन में?
Yeah.
क्या बोलेंगे? कम ऑन, somebody says to you, विनय सर डजंट टीच मैथ्स, आप क्या बोलेंगे?
Yes, he doesn't.
It doesn't.
हम पढ़ाते हैं मैथ्स,
No.
तो आप यस क्यों बोल रहे हैं? बोले हम उससे अग्री कर रहे हैं, आप यही सोच रहे हैं, राइट? आपको अग्री करना ऐसे, किसी ने कहा विनय सर डजंट टीच मैथ्स, आप बोलेंगे नो ही डजंट, क्या बोलेंगे आप?
No,
No, he
Okay.
doesn't.
Okay.
क्या बोलेंगे आप?
No,
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Okay, sir.
Shahrukh Khan doesn't work in Hollywood. Shahrukh
No.
Khan doesn't work in Hollywood.
Yes, he is.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. आप अग्री कर रहे हैं मेरे से? Please understand this. I know it's very tricky. I will
बहुत
talk
tricky.
more about it tomorrow. Okay? कि नेगेटिव सेंटेंस में कैसे अग्री करते हैं, ये सच है. चलो, इंडिया इज नॉट ए मोनार्की. इंडिया इज नॉट ए monarchy. Monarchy means a kingdom, all right, where there is a king, a monarch.
Okay.
Okay. India is not a monarchy. आप क्या बोलेंगे? No, it isn't. Because my sentence, India is not a monarchy. No,
Sir,
it isn't.
actually, I can't understand, sir.
Don't worry, tomorrow. Faizan doesn't understand this concept. तो आप लोगों ने no, he doesn't. No, he
Yes, he doesn't.
अरे यस कैसे बोल दोगे यार? यस तो काटता है नो को काटता है यस, राइट? We will talk about it tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Hey, did you listen to the audio file
No, sir.
I sent you? Angela and Toby interview. Yeah, do exercise 3 and don't forget to write the audio script tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna check if your audio script is not ready. So there will be 2 things. 1, your English will not get better, and 2, you will lose 50 rupees from your pocket.
Bye-bye, sir.
Bye bye everyone. See you guys.
Right.